Hello everyone, this is Jyotsna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we will see about different software development lifecycle models. So there are main four different models of software development lifecycle: waterfall model, increment model, spiral model, and agile model. We will see one by one these models and what are the advantages and disadvantages of these models. So the first one is waterfall model. Waterfall model was the first process model to be introduced. So here it is also referred to as a linear sequential life cycle model. It is very simple to understand and use. In waterfall model, each phase must be complete before next phase begins. The waterfall model is the earliest software development lifecycle approach that was used for software development. It, there are different six phases in waterfall models: requirement analysis, system design, implementation, which is coding, system testing, deployment, system maintenance. So six steps does not overlap while processing with waterfall model. We will see one by one what are these steps includes. So in requirement analysis, requirement gathering, all possible requirements of the software system to be developed are captured and documented in a requirement specific documents in requirement analysis. In system design, the requirement specifications from the first phase are studied in this phase and the system is designed or prepared. The system design helps the specifying hardware and system requirements and helps in defining overall system architecture. So at system design, we build the system architecture for our project. The phase is implementation. With input from the system design, the system is first developed in small programs called units, which are integrated in the next phase. Each unit is developed and tested for its functionality, with which we refer as unit testing. So, this comes under implementation. The next is system testing. All the units developed from the implementation phase are integrated into the system. After testing for each unit, post integration of the entire system is tested for any fault and failures. Next is system deployment. So in system deployments, once the functional and non-functional testing is done, the product is deployed in the customer environment or released to the market. The last phase is system maintenance. There are some issue. If there are some issue which comes at client environment, to fix those issues, patches are released. Also to enhance the product, some better versions are released. So this is called system maintenance here. So all these phases are cascaded to each other in which progress is seen as flowing steadily downward like a waterfall. So that's why this model is called waterfall model. And as I said, there is no overlapping of the phases onto one another. Means after completing first phase only, the second phase begins. About the advantages of the waterfall model. Waterfall model is a simple and easy to understand and use. It is easy to manage due to rigidity of the model. The phases do not overlap, so works well for small models. There are some disadvantages of the waterfall model also. First one is high amount of risk and uncertainty, which is not good for complex model. Sorry. Poor model for long and ongoing projects. Also not good for models where requirements are changing or having moderate or high risks, because this model in this model, first after completing first phase only the second phase begins. So if there is any requirement change, then it is we can't go back to the previous steps and do the changes again in waterfall model. This is all about the waterfall model. The second model is incremental model. In incremental model, whole requirement is divided into various builds. Here, cycles are divided up into smaller, more easily managed modules. Each module passes through requirement, design, implementation, and testing phase. Each subsequent release of the module adds function to the previous release, and the process continues till the system is achieved. Advantages of the incremental model. The first advantages is it generates working software quickly and early during software life cycle. It is more flexible, less costly to change scope and requirement. Easier to test and debug during a small iterations. Customer can respond on each build. Also lowers initial delivery cost. Easier to manage risk because risky pieces are identified and handled during its iterations. Disadvantages of the incremental model. So, incremental model needs good planning and design. Needs clear and complete definition of the whole system before it can be broken down and built incrementally. Total cost is higher than waterfall model. So this is all about the incremental model. The third model is spiral model. In spiral model, software is developed in incremental release. Here we focus on risk analysis. Combines the feature of prototype and waterfall model in spiral model. In order, in order to overcome the constraints of waterfall model, spiral model is developed. It is used in large, expensive and complicated projects. There are four main steps in spiral model: planning, risk analysis, engineering and evaluation. Where planning contains requirement gathering, risk analysis contain identifying and managing the risk analysis. Then engineering phase contains coding and testing of the product, and evaluation contain project evaluations. Advantages of the spiral model. High amount of risk analysis is done in spiral model. Good for large and mission critical projects. Software is produced early in the software development life cycle. About the disadvantages of spiral model, it is costly model to use. Risk analysis requires highly specific expertises. Also, product success is highly dependent on the risk analysis phase. Don't work well for small projects. So this is about the third model, which is spiral model. Also, when to use spiral model. When creation of prototype is appropriate, when cost and risk evaluation is important. For medium to high risk projects, users are unsure of their needs, requirements are complex, significant changes are expected. Then we can use spiral model. The fourth model is agile model, which is also a type of incremental model where software is developed in incremental rapid cycles. Here, small incremental release with each release building on previous functionality. Each release is thoroughly tested to ensure software quality is maintained. Used for time crucial applications. Advantages of agile model. People and interactions are emphasized rather than process and tools. Customer, developer and tester constantly interact with each other. Working software is delivered frequently. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design. Regular adaptation to new changing environment. Late changes in requirements are also welcome in agile model. These are the some of the advantages of agile model. About the disadvantages of agile model, in case some software deliverables, especially the large ones, it is difficult to assess the effort required at the beginning of software development lifecycle. Here, lack of emphasizing on necessary designing and documentation. Project can easily get taken off track if the customer representative is not clear what outcome that they want. Only senior programmers can take the kind of decision required during the development process. These are the some of the disadvantages of agile model. So this is all about in this video. Thank you so much for watching the video.